What can we do then to kind of uproot this illusion, this idea? Can we just do something right now that will pull the rug out from underneath it? The ground where this illusion is firmly planted, what can we do about that? And the only thing that's going to change things permanently is to have a direct experience, in your own experience right now, so that you know in your heart that you're not just listening to something I said, or listening to someone else's experience, or reading in a scripture, or teaching, watching somebody on YouTube or something like that. But a direct experience where you can say, even if it only lasted for a nanosecond, you can say with absolute clarity that you are not a separate being. Whatever happens after that, of course, we're going to go back into illusion, and we'll look at that afterwards. But once you can experientially prove yourself right now that you're not what this dream character seems to be, and that you can't even find it, actually, surely that's got to really shake the foundations of all this efforting and struggle and striving, which really is suffering. Efforting, striving, and struggling towards some future goal is synonymous with suffering. Not being able to rest in what's here right now. And that you can't really do both for very long at all. You can't really push towards some future moment where this character reaches awakening and rest in this moment as it is right now. For a short while, there'll be both of those going on, and you have to pick one. Which one is most important for you? And that's why we need to have an experiential seeing. So let's do that now. If you want to join in, if you want to directly experience, and then from that point, everything will shift inside. You'll have to do this again and again, because our tendency is to go back to the story out of force of habit, back to the character and what it wants. Just to see, though, even once, that it's not actually there, will begin to change everything, as it did for me. So here, just with me now, if you want to participate, let's just see if you can find yourself, this person, this character, the one that wants enlightenment. Where is it? Can you find it? When I search this is confusing for me at first, but when I actually looked, searched my beingness, myself, tried to find this separate being that I had been so convinced I was, I couldn't find it. So just looking with me now, can you find a someone? Can you say where they are and where they aren't? And when you're looking in your experience, just not trying hard with me, just looking here, you can find your body. Of course, your body's here. Of course it is. And your senses are perceiving, your eyes are looking at the image, and your ears are hearing these words, and you can feel, your body can feel what chair you're sitting in, and there may be thoughts going on. I don't understand what Helen's talking about. I don't know if I'm doing this right. This isn't going to work for me. Whatever your mind is saying. And there might be some sensations going on in the body and some emotions maybe. All of that is here. And we're not going to do anything with that. That's here. That's the body and the mind doing their thing. But where are you? Can you find, searching the body and mind, can you find, searching your beingness, where actually are you? For me, I had this really strong sense that I was just kind of as big as my body, as wide as my body, is same size. And I was kind of living only inside my body, that my body was my house. and I was living inside it, and that when the body was gone, I was in trouble. When I actually looked like this, I knew I was here because I was doing the searching. But I couldn't actually find where this Helen character stopped and started. Something was here that I've called me or I. But what is it? Where is this separate being? Where is this person? Can you actually find this character that's running the show? The one with the desperate wants and needs, wants to be loved, wants to feel valued, wants to be respected, wants to find peace, wants to wake up to the truth. It wants to stop suffering. It wants out of the fear and the unworthiness, all of us. Where actually is it? Seems to be here. We're not negating that either. Really, really seems that there's someone here. But we're not going to take that as enough evidence right now. Let's go beyond seems to and actually see if we can find it. Just looking with me again. The body, thoughts, sense perception. Who do they belong to? When I say my thoughts, who am I referring to? Who is this me? Is it really this small, limited being that I've imagined myself to be? What do you find? Can you find any such entity? It sure seems to be here, right? This person. But if it's here, we should be able to find it. It's enough to look like this and be willing to change our mind about this. When I looked, I can't actually find this person. And it was really, really shocking. And I looked again and again and again. Every time I looked, couldn't find Helen as a separate being. Couldn't find it. And searching your experience right now, you can find a body, you can probably find a mind with thoughts, emotions, sense perception. But where is the person they belong to? Can you actually pin it down? It's here or it's there, or she's over there, or she's only this big or this big or this big. Just to look directly now and experiencing with me that you cannot find this central character. It's not there in the way that we thought it would be when we actually look. And with that begins to be the undoing of these stories. Because if you can't find this central character now here with me, even though it seems to be there, still, even for me now, it still seems like there's a character here making all these decisions and choosing what to say right now and all of that. It still seems like. But going beyond that seems to be, it's not actually there, this separate being. And if fear comes up with this, it's quite normal, but just to say one step further, if it's not there now, have you suddenly stopped existing? No, you're still here. You are here in some way, but not in the way that you've thought. Not this dream character that's running around doing its thing, desperately trying to get to some peace in a future moment. Has it ever been here then? Is this dream character popping in and out of existence? Is it suddenly pop back up again when we stop looking? When we go and have a cup of tea later after satsang, will it suddenly reinvent itself? Or is it more that a belief is given to this that seems to be here? Could it be that with the body here and thoughts and emotions and sense perception going on, that all of that together gives the sense, the illusion of someone here, a person, but that it's never actually been like that.